We are taught that prayer is the highest act of love. When a friend is in crisis, we immediately offer to stand in the gap. We feel their pain, we take on their sorrow, and we carry it to the Father. We believe love means absorbing every burden placed before us. But have you noticed the cost? After you pray, you are the one who leaves exhausted. You are the one lying awake carrying emotions that were never yours to keep. Their fear follows you home. Their anxiety sits quietly at your dinner table. Their storm becomes your atmosphere. You think you are being a servant. In reality, you are being a sponge, absorbing every emotion, every heaviness, every spiritual weight. There is a difference between interceding for someone and becoming entangled with their suffering. One is wisdom, the other is self-destruction, disguised as compassion. Many people step into prayer emotionally uncovered. They enter another person's chaos without first anchoring themselves in peace. And when you walk into a storm without protection, the storm enters you. That is why some people finish praying, feeling drained, anxious, or spiritually foggy. Before you utter another word of intercession, you must understand the law of spiritual access. Whatever you emotionally attach yourself to gains influence over your inner world. True prayer was never meant to make you drown beside the person you are trying to save. A light cannot guide others if it loses itself in the darkness too. In the spiritual realm, your prayer is an access point. When you intercede for a chaotic situation without first establishing your own sanctuary, you are not simply sending light into the darkness. You are opening a gate, and every gate swings both ways. If your spirit is unguarded, you do not just touch their burden for a moment. You give that heaviness permission to follow you home. Their fear lingers in your thoughts. Their exhaustion settles into your body. Their confusion begins echoing through your own mind until you can no longer tell where their storm ends and yours begins. This is why your empathy has started to feel like a curse instead of a gift. You were taught how to care, but never taught how to close the door afterward. You have been standing in emotional and spiritual gaps you were never equipped to bridge alone, trying to rescue drowning people while your own feet sink deeper into the water. A healer without boundaries becomes a target for every weight placed in reach, and a heart that is always open but never protected will eventually collapse under burdens it was never designed to carry. You cannot keep pouring from a vessel that is being drained by the very people you are trying to fill. Even light needs a source. Even compassion needs covering. Before you carry another person in prayer, learn how to guard the doorway of your own spirit first. One, the sanctuary first. Never pray from a place of panic. The moment another person's crisis becomes your crisis, you begin to lose the authority needed to truly help them. Fear clouds discernment. Anxiety weakens spiritual clarity. And when your emotions become entangled with their chaos, you stop leading them toward peace and start sinking beside them. Too many people rush into intercession while emotionally overwhelmed, believing urgency is the same as power. But panic has never been a doorway to wisdom. A storm cannot calm another storm. Before you speak a single word over someone else's pain, you must first establish a sanctuary within yourself, a place untouched by fear, a place anchored in stillness, clarity, and trust. This does not mean you stop caring. It means you stop absorbing. Compassion should allow love to flow through you, not drown you. Because once you lose your inner stability, their heaviness begins to dictate your thoughts, your emotions, and even your peace. You cannot pull someone out of quicksand if you are standing in it with them. The rescuer must remain grounded. The healer must remain covered. And the one carrying light must learn how to protect the flame before walking into another person's darkness. 2. The golden filter. Stop praying at the person and start praying through the Father. Too many people attach themselves directly to another person's pain, absorbing their chaos and calling it compassion. But empathy was never meant to become entanglement. Before you speak, mentally place the person into the hands of God. Release them from your emotions and place them under His covering. This keeps you connected to the source instead of drowning in the storm you are trying to calm. Your empathy is a tool, not a sacrifice. It was given to help you understand pain, not carry it as your own. The moment you remove the divine filter between your heart and their heaviness, their fear begins settling inside you. Their exhaustion becomes your exhaustion. Their confusion starts echoing through your own spirit. Healthy intercession does not merge with darkness to heal it. It stays anchored in peace while extending compassion outward. Keep the filter of the divine between your heart and their chaos. Let God carry the weight while you carry the light. Because the moment you believe you must personally hold every burden, your gift stops becoming wisdom and starts becoming self-destruction. 3. The ritual of release. When the prayer ends, the connection must be severed. Too many people know how to open themselves spiritually, but never learned how to close the door afterward. So the burden lingers, the heaviness follows them home. And what began as compassion slowly turns into emotional exhaustion. You must learn the ritual of release. Say it out loud. I release this burden. It is not mine to carry. Speak the words with intention. Remind your spirit that you are called to pray for the person, not become imprisoned by their pain. Then do something physical to mark the separation. Wash your hands slowly. Breathe deeply. Step outside for a moment if you need to. Give your mind and body a signal that the assignment has ended. Spiritual boundaries are strengthened through conscious action. You are a messenger delivering a letter. You are not the one responsible for paying the debt inside it. The outcome does not belong to you. The weight does not belong to you. And the moment you keep carrying what was meant to be surrendered, you begin draining yourself, trying to hold burdens heaven never asked you to keep. Release it fully, leave it with God, then return to your own peace. You were called to be a light bearer, not a burden bearer. Your purpose was never to collapse under the weight of every wounded soul you encounter. You were created to carry peace into dark places, not absorb darkness until your own spirit grows heavy. When you learn to pray from a place of protected authority, everything changes. Your prayers stop coming from panic, exhaustion, and emotional attachment. They begin flowing from stillness, from clarity, from trust, and prayers spoken from true peace do more than comfort people for a moment. They shift the atmosphere around them. Too many people have mistaken spiritual exhaustion for spiritual maturity. They think being drained means they care deeply enough. But light was never meant to destroy itself in order to shine. Even the strongest soul must learn how to remain anchored while standing near another person's storm. If you have been carrying a weight that does not belong to you, let it fall today. Release the guilt. Release the pressure. Release the false belief that you must suffer in order to save. Type "anchored" in the comments if you are ready to pray from a place of peace instead of pressure. Ready to stand in compassion without drowning in chaos. Ready to protect your spirit while still carrying light into the world. The storm may be loud, but the stillness is stronger. Rest now.